Chef Dave here, and today I'm going to answer the age-old question, to marinate or to rub. Both of these options for beef add great flavor with little or no fat. Let's start off with our marinades. We marinate for two reasons, one for flavor and one to tenderize. Here on our platter I've got a bottom round steak and a flank steak, and both of these are great candidates for a tenderizing marinade. What would go into some of those tenderizing ingredients? Red wine vinegar, red wine, apple juice is great. You can either use bottled or fresh lime juice, lemons. These are all acidic ingredients that are going to help break down some of the tissues in the beef for a tender beef eating experience. Now, in terms of timing on a tenderizing marinade, we'll marinate for 6 hours to 24 hours, or as long as overnight is a good rule of thumb to follow. And whether we're marinating for flavor or for tenderization, we never want to over-marinate. Now, when we talk about flavor marinades, we really only need to go for about 15 minutes to about 2 hours. And we can use these like ingredients, but again, we don't want them to go past that 2-hour period. Tomato products are excellent. Ginger is an enzymatic marinade, which works really well. Pineapple juice is another great way to marinate. So a couple of simple steps and you're on your way to a great beef eating experience. Now our second option are rubs, and there are two types of rubs, dry rubs and paste rubs. I like to use dry rubs on steaks because if you used a wet rub or a paste rub on a grill, for example, you'd probably get some sticking there. So what we're going to do here is just make a simple dry rub with some ground cumin, some cracked black pepper, and a little bit of chili powder. This is going to give us a nice little kick, kind of a Southwest flavor. Mix that all together. And then what we're going to do is we're going to spoon it on top of our tenderloin steaks. And a good rule of thumb is when I'm making these dry rubs, I like to make them in bulk. And you can use an old mustard jar, an old spice jar to store those ingredients in. And we would do this top and bottom as well. All right, but let's talk about our paste rub quickly here. What makes the difference between the paste and the dry is the liquid ingredient. You can use olive oil or mustard. Today I'm going to use mustard as our carrier, a nice Dijon. Get that in. We've got some nice lemon rind, which is going to add a nice little zest to it. Some chopped fresh garlic. Oops. Some fresh thyme. And again, a little bit of cracked black pepper. Okay, we're going to stir that together. Wanting to incorporate all these ingredients together. Then we can take it over to our roast and apply it on. We want like a nice even coverage on the roast. And in essence what we're doing here is we're taking a simply delicious roast and steak and turning them into a stupendous steak and roast. Now that our roast is prepped, it's time to put it in a pan and get it in the oven. And for all to know before you go, including cooking beef with marinades and rubs, visit beefit'swhatsfordinner.com.